Judge Jeanine Pirro replaces Ed Martin as U.S. Attorney nominee, but Ed's not done just yet. You know, life moves at you pretty fast. I actually have my show today. I was talking about these are some of the ways that Ed Martin can get around Tom Tillis and how the Trump administration can outsmart the rhinos and the uniparty swamp and yada, yada, yada. And then, of course, like literally within probably half an hour after that show is when the report came in that President Trump was pulling the nomination because Ed Martin couldn't get out of committee. Now, my strategy, I think, would have worked. John Fredericks had a strategy. I think it would have worked, but now President Trump has gone a different route, and I have no objections to it. Look, I like Dr. Jeanine. Wow, that would be something special. I like Judge Jeanine a lot. I don't know if she's going to be as good. Some people are on X are saying that she's going to be even better as a choice than Ed Martin because she might, I don't know, be more tenacious. I don't know. I like Ed Martin. I'm an Ed Martin fan, but that doesn't mean I'm not a Jeanine Pirro fan. I'm sure many of you absolutely adore this pick. He posted, of course, on Truth Social. Rapid Response 47 on X has the screenshot. According to President Trump, I am pleased to announce that Judge Jeanine Pirro will be appointed interim United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. Jeanine was Assistant District Attorney for Westchester County, New York, and then went on to serve as County Judge and District Attorney, where she was the first woman ever to be elected to those positions. During her time in office, Jeanine was a powerful crusader for victims of crime. Her establishment of the Domestic Violence Bureau in her prosecutor's office was the first in the nation. She excelled in all ways. In addition to her legal career, Jeanine previously hosted her own Fox News show, Justice with Judge Jeanine, for 10 years and is currently co-host of The Five, one of the highest-rated shows on television. Jeanine is incredibly well qualified for this position and is considered one of the top district attorneys in the history of the state of New York. She's in a class by herself. Congrats, Jeanine. Yes, congrats to her. And here's the thing. Like I said, some of the people on X have been saying, oh, they've done messed up now. They being the Tom Tillises and the rhinos and the uniparty swamps of the world. Ian Yeager posts on X, President Trump withdraws Ed Martin's nomination as top D.C. prosecutor. This is because Senator Tom Tillis sided with all the Democrats and refused to confirm him. Tom Tillis will not be reelected to the Senate. That's according to Yeager, but it's potentially worse than that. What's in store for Ed Martin? Well, according to Publius, Ed Martin rumored to be appointed special counsel to root out political corruption in D.C. And the question is, would that include Tom Tillis, who's in his alleged corrupt real estate deals, amongst other things? And great reporting over at revolver.news for sniffing that out, as well as other people, pointing out that Tom Tillis might be a little bit concerned about a U.S. attorney who will go after them. Now, with Judge Jeanine becoming the at least interim U.S. attorney, I couldn't imagine her not getting confirmed, to be clear, because she doesn't have the whole thing with Tom Tillis and many of the writers was like, oh, but Ed Martin was like pro J6 protester. Well, Judge Jeanine has expressed similar views, but not nearly as adamantly. And again, at this stage, for them to try to upend a second Trump nominee for this extremely important position might not behoove them. In the last refuge over that's the Conservative Treehouse, great site if you don't visit it. It says Ed Martin is likely to become special counsel. Now, as special counsel, number one, you don't need confirmation. So nothing Tom Tillis can do to block him. Number two, there are fewer restraints. There's less power, to be clear. Okay, special counsels, I know that we've seen Kenneth Starr and all the Democrats that they used to go after President Trump, Robert Mueller and whatever. Special counsels, generally speaking, have a harder time than a U.S. attorney because they don't have the full weight of the Department of Justice behind them as far as from a resources perspective. It's just a little bit harder, basically, to be a special counsel because your investigation has to be extraordinarily focused. You can't dive too deep into one direction or another. You can't necessarily follow the scent as easily as you could if you were a U.S. attorney simply seeking a crime. special counsels have to search for specific crimes or misdeeds being done. So it won't be as good, I don't think. But then again, maybe this is better. If the rumors are correct, if Ed Martin is supposed to root out corruption in Washington, D.C., number one, it's not going to be that hard for him to find. He just has to walk 5 steps in any direction, and he'll find corruption in Washington, D.C. And if he immerses himself on Capitol Hill or any of the various bureaucratic state components, corruption will be, it oozes out of the walls in those places. So overall, I'm a little disappointed for Ed Martin, a little disappointed for D.C. He's already been doing a tremendous job as interim U.S. attorney. Now he's going to be replaced. Hopefully, Lord willing, he will be moving on to a job that is better suited for him. And hopefully, Lord willing, Judge Jeanine will prove to be as much of a pit bull, that's what they're calling her, as much of a pit bull as the rumors are indicating. Support independent journalists such as me, as well as people like Alex Jones, by going to jdrucker.com/Infowars, jdrucker.com/Infowars. You'll shop the Alex Jones store, and you'll be able to get stuff like daggers and methylene blue and all sorts of other cool stuff. jdrucker.com/Infowars.